So before we get into the demo and review, I thought I'd show you what the packaging and the actual product looks like from Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, the foundation itself. I have used it in the past and thought it was really good. It made my skin look perfectly smooth, and that was when my skin had a lot more high pigmentation. As you can see now, I don't have that much. On this side, yeah, this side was always my bad side. I've been having a few breakouts now, so it does have a bit of darkness and high pigmentation, but not as bad as when I actually used to use this product. I haven't used it in about a year, but when I did use this shade and also loved it. It was like my go-to, and I completely finished the whole thing within a few months. This is what the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup comes in. This is the foundation I said, and I am in the shade Amber Honey 5N2. This is the packaging, a very sleek and beautiful looking box. It has the gold detail. It also says in the back what the product is exactly and what is inside of it, so its ingredients, and also a bit of information about Estee Lauder themselves, so where this is actually from and everything. And oh, adding to that, this foundation does have an SPF of 10 inside of it. And before we open the package itself, I'll tell you what on the back of it says. So it's a double wear stay in place makeup with an SPF of 10. It's for all skin types, and my skin type is oily. I can get dry sometimes, but most of the time I'm very oily, so I use a lot of oil on my face. And it says this remarkable, lasting yet lightweight makeup wears comfortably up to 15 hours, even in high humidity. It won't smudge or come off when closed. It's oil-free, it's fragrance-free, it's non-acne-genic, I believe you say it like that, and dermatologists and and they say, warning, keep out of eyes, stop use if irritation occurs, and keep out of reach of children. So this is what the packaging looks like, very nice. And if we open it, they also have their logo imprinted on the inside, and this is the actual product itself. So it has a beautiful gold top, and it's very heavy, so it seems really nice. The only downfall of this foundation, I must say, is that it doesn't have a pump. So you have to pour it out, which can be very inconvenient, especially if you're trying to use a little or a little more. I mean, for some people it can be seen as a pro, but I feel that it should have a pump. But I have seen some reviews from some other people, and I've seen that they've used the MAC Studio Finish pump. So you can just buy them apart at MAC and just put it onto this. I haven't done it, but I've heard that it's possible. So this is the foundation that I will be reviewing today and showing you how it looks on my skin tone. I did wear this shade a few years ago, so I hope it does oxidize and look perfectly like my skin complexion on me. Before we go into the demo itself, I'll just tell you, or I actually went through most of the stuff that it claims to do. And this foundation is medium to full coverage, and it does dry matte. However, the matte can be a bit not too drying where your face feels like it's going to crack. Most people don't like using it with a primer. However, I did put on a primer. Yeah, the primer I used today is from LA Girl. It's the Pro Prep. My favorite one that I use really a lot. I do have that on, and I also moisturize my face. I did my brows already because I didn't want to be repetitive and do that on camera, just to show you how this foundation looks on my skin tone and what I think about it. So I have some notes here, and when I'm putting it on or while I'm going through the whole process of actually doing the demo for the first time, I'm going to be telling you what I feel and if I feel that the claims that it claims to do actually stand strong for me. So what I'll be doing is pouring some of this onto my hand. I would pour it on my brush, but I don't want to use too much. So I'm pouring that much. I have this much on my hand, and we'll see how much I need. So I'm taking my boozy brush, and this is the round buffer, 1/500. from Woozy Cosmetics, a store here in the Netherlands, and I'm just going to be dabbing that all over my face. I can remember what I liked about it, and that was the fact that it really went well with my skin color. It will oxidize, so even though it looks maybe a bit orange on camera, it won't stay like that all day or the whole time I wear it. With that pour that I've done almost my whole face. And even though a review should only have like the foundation and that's it, I will be doing my normal routine, which is highlighting and just putting on powder over top, just to see if it still goes into my routine. So I'm just putting it all over my face in a patting, not brushing motion. This makes sure that the foundation actually stays in place. The coverage is really nice. The color looks also very perfect with my skin. I mean, on the camera I think it looks very orange, but it will oxidize, and once I add my powder and my concealer, everything should be fine. Right now I can still feel like I have foundation on my face. It's not like if you feel completely nothing on your face. Yeah, so this is what my face looks like with the foundation. Just brows and foundation, and that's it. I can feel, here, I can feel like I have something on my face, but it doesn't feel too drowning, I guess. And yeah, what I'll be doing now is I'll be moving on to the next step in my routine, which is highlighting and contouring, and also setting my face with the powder. So as you can see, this is the final look I created. A really simple makeup look, no eyelashes, no eyeshadow, but a really dramatic lip. And yeah, what I can say so far is I feel, since after I put on everything and just also sprayed my face, I feel like everything really set in, and I do have that feeling that it's very comfortable. It is matte because, well, for now, my face isn't coming off on my hand. I guess if I sweat, which I am a bit sweating on the top, it might produce a bit more oil or, yeah, sweat on my forehead. Seeing that I'm just finished, my face is very matte, and that's perfectly fine. So let me just take my notes to go back to and look at to see what all this foundation had to do. Number one, stay in place. I feel like so far it is staying in place. Number two, long lasting. For me, before it was long lasting, but we'll try again today. 15 hours even in humidity. I'm not going to wear it 15 hours today, but what I'll do is I'll try a day when I go to work and wear it. But I feel it will last all day because it doesn't have like a wet finish. It really oxidizes and goes into the skin, which is perfect, especially for oily people. We don't like our foundation looking like just being to an oven that is like extremely heated and everything is just sweating all over. Doesn't feel good. Smudge proof. It really feels smudge proof. Like I said, when I touch it, it doesn't come off in my hand. No, it doesn't. And proof. Oil free, of course, I feel that. Fragrance free, I didn't check. Let's see. There is a slight fragrance, but it's a fragrance that's in most foundations. So I guess you wouldn't say it's like fruity or sweet. It's just a normal foundation kind of smell. Yeah, it's not something that, and even now that I have it on, I don't smell that smell no more. So I don't think anyone that has problems with that kind of stuff like should be annoyed with, because right now on my face I have no smell whatsoever I can smell. It's non-acnogenic, I guess we'll have to also see about that, but when I used this before, I use it almost every day to go to my internship. I believe that, yeah, it was around that time. And I didn't get no acne because of that. No, my face was really nice. And after a while, even I find it became even better with that, while using this foundation. So I didn't have a problem with that. Once you, of course, take it off every night before you go to sleep, and also cleanse my face like I should. I didn't have any problems with that before. But we'll see now. I mean, this is my demo and review, and I feel so far that the Estee Lauder, was my top foundation, and I didn't buy it because it was around 40 to 50 euros. It's quite expensive, but it does last long, because I remember my old one lasted me for about 6 months. So I mean, if a foundation can last you 6 months and you use it almost daily, then why not get your hands on it? But for me, I didn't get to that because I was using so much other types, so that's why I didn't buy it again. But now that I bought it again, so far my end result, I feel I'm falling in love again with how it made my face look. Now that I have on my full face, also like everything feels perfect. I think this foundation will be and will forever be my favorite. So for me, I would recommend it to anyone that has oily skin and feels like they're looking for a new high-end foundation. I would recommend you to check out the Estee Lauder Double Wear in your shade. I remember also here in Holland they didn't have this one in a lot of stores, of course, because dark skin tone foundations you can almost not find in most places, especially drugstores. So I had to go to Amsterdam to get this, because I even think the one in The Hague didn't have darker skin tone colors or shades as well. My shade is Amber Honey, but I don't know what comes after this one. So what I would recommend for you or anyone to do is just to go to the local Bank, because that's where you can get it here in the Netherlands, and just ask them for a sample, because that's possible. And just try it out. Even if you buy the foundation and it doesn't work for you, you can carry it back and get your money back. So I would say try the Estee Lauder Double Wear, especially if you have oily skin, and especially if you're looking for a foundation that lasts all day, smudge proof, and goes good with oily skin. So this is it for my review and demo of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in my shade Amber Honey.